What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Cosmet Virtually. Unfortunately, it is snowing out again. We were going to try and do it in my house today, but Matt's car was just not good in the snow, so we're stuck with virtual. All right, guys, let's get right into another episode of Monday Night Raw.
That's right, we do with what we make, but with the Elimination Chamber on the uprise. Adam Pearce opens up Monday Night Raw welcoming Shane McMahon, who has a huge announcement, and that is Drew McIntyre will indeed face Randy Orton, Sheamus, AJ Styles, Mr. Money in the Bank, The Miz, and Jeff Hardy inside the Elimination Chamber. First off, wow, those are competitors I certainly did not expect. I certainly thought about Randy Orton and Sheamus, but AJ Styles, Miz, and Jeff Hardy, I'm going to take it. But AJ Styles comes out set to face Jeff Hardy next to actually give us a glimpse, he says, of what he can deliver at the Chamber in just a few weeks. But before this match even happens, Shane McMahon and Sheamus are backstage and get into a heated discussion, with Shane actually telling Sheamus he must prove himself and win the Elimination Chamber in just a few weeks.
Next up, we have AJ Styles versus Jeff Hardy. All that really matters here is the charismatic one tapped out to the calf crusher, really showing his heart, and he really looked to take damage going into Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, Jeff Hardy, I don't know. Imagine he gets a win at Elimination Chamber. I don't think he will, but yeah, taking a loss to AJ, not looking good for him, but for AJ, he's on the uprise to WWE Gold. But moving forward, we have Adam Pearce and Sheamus in the back now, with Sheamus calling Adam Pearce a yes man, with answering up to Shane's needs. So kind of back and forth altercation. So Sheamus and Adam Pearce not on the best of a page right now.
Next up, we have the New Day set to face Retribution, T-Bar, and Slapjack, with Ali ringside on commentary, yelling at his mules to take control of the match and end the New Day.
Yeah, but the New Day, they actually took it to heart, and they ended up using that fire and flame to just put away Mustafa Ali's minions as a backfire onto Mustafa's wanted success as a team leader. It doesn't look like Mustafa Ali's doing the best right now. But proceeding forward, we have Lacey Evans and the Nature Boy Ric Flair making their way down next, with the Queen then following behind their coattails as Lacey and Charlotte attempt a clean match. But of course, with Ric ringside, Lacey was able to do more damage to the Queen, but Charlotte actually powered through that fight and just fought Lacey in the corner nonstop, just ending that match in a DQ, just going past the ref's 5 count. So she is pissed off.
We then see Damian Priest backstage with Bad Bunny, of all people.
Yeah,
and
with
the Miz, Morrison, and Garza laughing at them.
Oh, that's an interesting triple tag team with Garza, with Miz and Morrison. But everyone comes to the ring as Edge is questioned if he is going for a WWE title, which is Miz and Morrison kind of asking him, since the Chamber is actually set to happen, a new champion may be crowned. So I don't know who Edge is going to go for, but Miz and Morrison keep mocking him with the Money in the Bank briefcase, so you never know.
We then see Damian and Garza battle in the ring, with Bad Bunny on Damian's side and Miz and Morrison on Garza's side.
Yep, Bad Bunny, I'm not really sure what really happened here. I didn't pay attention, but I guess Bad Bunny kind of got aggressive, and the ref kind of sent him to the back. But hey, Priest still remains victorious over Garza. So let me just ask you, could Bad Bunny soon cause Priest a win? It looks like WWE's kind of trying to head that route. Maybe kind of build them up as a companionship together, and then just maybe they'll kind of crush in the near future. But we'll see.
We then see Bianca Belair backstage stating that she wants to face the best of the best at Mania. As Asuka appears, but Belair tells her that Asuka isn't ready for the EST.
Yeah, so this is kind of interesting, kind of throwing her own flame right back at her. But before their next match, which is Keith Lee and Riddle, they meet up in the back as Lee tells Matt Riddle to let someone else go after Bobby, and for that U.S. title, kind of someone more his size and someone who was more deserving. So this kind of got Riddle annoyed, but Riddle did kind of shrug it off, the kind of bro cool he is. But Matt faces Lee next with MVP, the leader of the Hurt Business, on commentary. But Keith Lee, the mighty brute he is, he does beat Matt with a Spirit Bomb, but Lashley appears out of nowhere and attacks the Limitless One from behind, then applies the Hurt Lock onto Riddle, standing tall like he did last week. Next up is Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler, who have a separate match next versus Lana and Naomi, but of course with teams at each other's throats. Shayna attacks Lana, then goes for Then Naomi goes for Shayna. It was just a mess here. But what's surprising here is Lana sends Nia through a table after Lana kind of went for a leg drop and on the outside of the ring. And she was in pain, screaming, "Oh, my hole, my hole." But then for Naomi and Shayna, Naomi hooks Shayna with a leg trap pinfall for their match. So the faces are indeed victorious tonight. Before the main event, we end up hearing that Keith Lee, Matt Riddle, and Bobby Lashley will all face each other at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. So, whatever, we're going to get it, and maybe we'll see a victorious champion, or maybe we'll see Bobby Lashley retain, but just I think they kind of got to get this out of the way with building Keith Lee and Matt Riddle up.
Alright guys, next up we had the main event, Randy Orton versus the WWE Champion, Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, towards the end of just a brutal mauling with these two, the champion Drew McIntyre finds his stride as the Celtic Warrior Sheamus shows up and bro kicks Orton, causing a DQ for this match, then catching a hard claymore by Drew just to close Monday Night Raw. Drew standing tall as a champion closing the show. I'm glad we have not had Drew McIntyre close the show standing tall without him not getting beat up by other people, so good way to end Raw.
Alright guys, that was it for another episode of Monday Night Raw. Unfortunately, we had to do it virtually again. Mother Nature is a bitch, as they say. And we will see you Friday, hopefully at my house, doing a SmackDown video. Always like, comment, and subscribe.
Peace, guys.